All right, it's getting warm out there, right? Hot summer days, hot summer nights. Might want to have eaten something a little bit on the lighter side. And Eli's Table, downtown Charleston, serving up some new light and healthy menu items. And Chef Brett Mckee is here today with some new menu items that look fantastic. Chef, welcome back to the show. What do you got for us?
Today we have, well, first I'm going to introduce one of my newest additions to Eli's Table, Ross Andrews. Ross has come over and been a tremendous help to me.
Welcome, Chef.
He enables me to get some of these new items. So here you're going to see today what we have is everything that you can get out of either at the farmer's market on Saturday or Tuesday in Mount Pleasant, or this is stuff that grows right in your garden if you're one of those gardeners. On this dish over here, camera come around, pan over this way.
What do we got here?
This is a ratatouille risotto.
Yeah.
And again, in here you've got Vidalia onions, you've got eggplant, zucchini, squash, red peppers, and again, you can use whatever's in your garden. I served this over a little risotto. There's some white truffle oil in there. If you want a vegetarian dish, you can put some Parmesan cheese. If you want a vegan dish, that's already a vegan dish. But at the end of the day, it's just a delicious dish.
So these are on the menu right now?
On the menu right now. So if you're not doing anything tonight, come on in tonight and we'll check it out.
And look at this great piece of fish right here.
Over here, you have, again, running locally right now, you have cobia running right off the coast. So these, again, the components of this dish remain the same throughout the year. I change the fish with what's running locally. So this is a pan-seared cobia. It's served over fingerling potatoes. You have some braised greens. The greens are braised in a little bit of lemon zest and fresh basil. You have some local Clamor Dave clams over here, and it's in a spicy tomato broth. Now, the feature item we're going to do today is the watermelon and tomato salad.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I call it my summer salad. We're now, unfortunately, because of Dave and his what he's doing to us, we're getting into those 90-degree plus days every day. So this is very simple. Now, I'm going to show you the way I do it. You can use your own interpretation. Again, watermelon and tomato, so you can figure out what the top two ingredients are, watermelon and tomato.
Let's get started.
What you do is start out with a seedless watermelon to make it easy on you, and you want to cut them in cubes. So dominant to end will go in here. Watermelon is the first word in watermelon tomato. I have some nice local tomatoes.
Cubed up those as well, okay.
Diced, cubed the tomatoes and the watermelon, so they're about the same size. And then I have some cucumber. Okay. Again, you want that to be a little secondary.
And then you got to have the red onion.
I have some sliced red onions just because you want the combination of sweet and savory. I have a little bit of fresh basil, a little bit of fresh mint. Now what I want to do is I want to put some salt on here right away. And if we mix this up, that salt will draw out the juice in the tomatoes and the watermelon. All right, now this is something that you can let sit for a couple of minutes and the juice will get in there. I take a little bit of raspberry vinegar, a touch, all right? Don't get too much.
Again, you can use balsamic as well if you wanted to.
You can use whatever you want. This is your dish. You know,
Fantastic.
this is, I give you
it's
my
your dish, and I'm looking forward to eating it.
So here we have the juice of an orange. I'll try and keep it off of you. We have the juice of a ruby red grapefruit. Put all the juice in here.
And Chef, what's great about this, you know, fresh ingredients, real summertime. You get your fruit, you get your vegetables, everything you need in one dish, and it's going to taste delicious.
It's delicious, and again, you know, this is something that can be made a couple of days ahead of time. You know what the coolest thing about this is? Say you made a big batch and you had company, and you started to, it's on day 2. What you could do to this dish is add a jalapeno pepper to it, add a little bit of cilantro, pulse it up, and you'd have a watermelon gazpacho. So here's what we're going to do, and this is easy plating. It's all made. You put it in a bowl. You build some height on there. We go with some of the juice right around here.
And you made that, Chef, in about, what, 3 minutes? All the prep work was the hardest part, right?
This is really tough. Then you take your gloves off. You garnish with stuff that's in here. This is a little bit of fresh mint. We take my towel. I wipe it up. Voila.
How do those flavors all work together? Because you got the tomato, you got the sweetness of the watermelon, then you got some sour with the grapefruit.
Put your finger in there and tell me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's light and crisp and clean. Here again, now, I'm going to give you a little test in food and wine pairing. We have the summer salad.
Okay.
One of my ingredients for the sauce or for the juice was grapefruit. I would take a nice New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc because some of the components of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is a little bit of, you could always taste the back end of grapefruit. So perfect food and wine pairing. Delicious items. Now again, let me talk about the jazz that we have at Eli's Table.
Yeah, quickly, please.
You know, Cuban jazz on Thursday night this week. I have Gino Casillo. I have, who do I have tonight? One of the best trumpeters in the, Dr. Mitch Butler is going to be there this Thursday night. It's going to be a packed crowd.
You're
so
working
get there
hard
early.
down there at Eli's Table. Tell us where it is, Chef.
129 Meeting Street. We will be open Sunday night. You do have the long weekend, so we'll be open Sunday night just like it's a Saturday night. Come see me tonight. Come see me tomorrow. Come see me Friday. Come see me Saturday. Ross will be there taking care of everything.
Well, Ross and Chef, we appreciate you coming here. Everything looks great.
Always.
See you down there at Eli's Table.
See you on here next week.
Fantastic. Let's send it over to Dave for Check the Forecast. Dave.